Welcome from the other side of my apartment. So I moved my computer. Hopefully this will work. I am now on the wall that directly faces the road, so maybe you can hear cars going by. Maybe that's exciting for you. I don't know. Anyway, I am going to do another tag. I'm going to do the tag from Rachel Writes from the Coffee and Calligraphy Tumblr. It's just called writing tag there, but people have been calling it character tag, which makes sense because that is what it is. So I have had answers sitting on my desktop to this for a long time, and I'm finally going to tell you about them. Isn't life thrilling? Okay. Number 1. A crazy hacker's gone into your computer and has deleted all of your music, except for one song off your writing playlist. Which song is it? Partly because my computer was destroyed fairly recently, I haven't been using a writing playlist for this story, but there are recurring references to a certain song in the book itself. I want to tell you, it sounds so... It does not sound clever and wonderful out of context, but it's Love Story by Taylor Swift. I don't want to have to listen to that over and over, but if I have to pick a song that would be most relevant, I guess so. Your protagonist and antagonist have been paired up by friends to go out to lunch together. Where do they go? Okay, so the closest thing Faye has to a human antagonist is her hitherto unknown biological uncle Jimmy. I guess they'd go to the tea room, since it's literally the only option as long as they're stuck in the very small town that they're in for the entire section of the book where they are forced to interact, which is the part I'm writing right now. So there's one option. I guess they'd go there. Although they also have just tons of excess casseroles waiting at Jimmy's house since his mother's just died. 3. You're crossing a bridge when the troll living under it stops you. He demands to read a chapter from your novel and won't let you cross otherwise. Which chapter do you give him? I feel like the right answer is the first chapter, but the one I find myself sharing from most is a totally random flashback scene in chapter 7. It's a really awkward, sexy scene between my protagonist and her ex-girlfriend. It's important to the plot in terms of explaining how she is in relationships and her past experiences, but it also stands on its own as kind of just a funny, ridiculous scene about underwear and baby dyke problems, so hopefully that would appease the troll. And also, it's available. It's something I put up on my Patreon recently for all of my patrons, so it might appease anybody. I don't know. My mom liked it, so that was weird. 4. That's how many 4 is. Your friends have invited you out to a party. Surprise! All of your characters are there. Who do you choose to hang out with? The parents, because I am an old, but also because I had a lot of fun making up my main character's parents, and they don't have that much time on the page, so I'd love to spend a little more time with them. And I love Faye's parents are lovely and adorable, and Mai's mom and dad are definitely at that party holding court with a quality jam session in the kitchen, and I am all about that. 5. Crap, you left your car keys in your house and you've somehow locked yourself out. Which of your characters picks the lock for you? I thought about this. I went back and forth on this and the next one a couple times. It could really go either way, but I thought I would not put it past Mai to have taken an independent study in lockpicking when she was homeschooled, so yeah, I think Mai can take that. I think that's probably within her skill set. I'm counting on you, Mai. 6. The zombie apocalypse is happening right now. It sucks. Everyone is fleeing the planet and moving to Mars. One of your characters can go with you. Who do you choose? Doug. If I need somebody to remain calm and solve problems in space, I'm going with the theater techie every time. See, I also thought theater techie might be able to figure out the lockpicking thing. But then, and I definitely thought Mai might be a good choice for space also. Partly, I think she has more sort of mechanical knowledge. She can definitely fix an old Volkswagen Westphalia. But so she might come in handy for spaceships. I don't know how much transferable skills there are there. But I think Doug. I think I would go with Mai for picking the lock and Doug for solving space problems. 7. You've been given the opportunity to travel to one place, town, building, landmark, or country in your book. Where do you go? You know, the book sprawls across this wonderful land of ours from sea to shining sea. But if I really think about it, the place I want to go is Mai's house. I really like making up that house, and it's the house that ends up being kind of the gathering place for a lot of their lives. They just have always sort of come, since they've been this group of 4, they've always kind of come together at Mai's house. And again, like, Mai's parents are these musicians, so it has a lot of familiarity to me. There's a lot of my experience of growing up sort of folk music scene adjacent in Mai's experience, and so I kind of like the idea of visiting her house and, again, meeting her parents. I'm kind of enamored with her parents and their adorable little family band. I like them a lot. And that house has a lot of history and meaning in their lives. And it was Mai's grandmother's house. And I just think there's a lot I would love to just, like, fully explore in real life. Would be really interesting. I'd like to just walk around, look at the books on the shelves, and fortunately I made it up so I can do that in my imagination any old time. 8. You meet your main character and start a conversation with them. Problem is, you've only got 6 words or less to do so. What do you say? Do you know anything about diseases? That should get Faye talking. She'd have lots to say on the subject. 9. Crazy acid rain is falling from the sky. Which of your characters would you use as an umbrella? So Lori probably has the agility for me to actually hold her up by one leg, and then she could balance a protective shield of some kind from her remaining 4 limbs to save both of us. So I don't know if that's in the spirit of the question, but let's go with that because I love all my babies and I want us all to survive. Okay. 10. You're out at a restaurant with your main character and the time has come to order dessert. What do you order for them? Anything with white flour and or refined sugar will suit Faye just fine. She grew up in a house of sad and wholesome foods. So if it's got real sugar and then I think she'll be happy. That was fun. Okay. Boy.